So I got something that may strike you as a little odd, but when I started training, I was about 10 years old, and what we're gonna do today, I dreaded it. Oh, I didn't like it at all. Anything that had to do with sparring, I didn't like it. Sparring means that I'm supposed to try to get somebody with karate moves, and they're trying to get me with karate moves, and I don't know what they're gonna do because it's totally unscripted. You know what happened to me? My worst fears would happen. I didn't want to get hit, and guess what would happen? I'd get hit. You know where I'd get hit? Right in the breadbasket. And then I'd get the wind knocked out of me, I'd go down, I'd be in agony for, I don't know, it seemed like forever, but it was probably 10 seconds, can't breathe. And they would revive me, dust me off, and put me right back in and do some more of this, and it would happen again, right? Because once it happens once, it's even easier to have it happen again. And it happened day after day, and they say, put your pads on. I go, oh no. It's my least favorite thing. It's amazing, out of me and all my friends, that I'm the one who did this as a career. All my friends who were doing this and giving me the kicks in the breadbasket, they loved sparring, and they didn't stick with it like I did. Well, that's not true. A couple of them did. I think the reason why I liked it eventually is because I needed it more than they needed it. I didn't like fighting, it didn't feel good, and I needed the skills to get good at it so that it didn't hurt anymore. Where they didn't mind it so much, they were more physical or something, and they didn't mind getting banged around, and so to them, they didn't need the skills quite to the same level that I needed them. Now, if I was at a kickboxing place at 10 years old, or a boxing gym, there's no way I would do what I'm doing now. I would not become a boxing coach. You know why? Because you stand in a ring and you punch each other on purpose, right? That means you're gonna get punched. You've got boundaries. Your goal is not to get punched too bad, though. When they punch you, they kind of punch you not too powerfully, and then you punch them harder. Now, the goal of karate is different. The goal of karate is this. If you're good at karate, people who try to punch and kick you, they don't. You move and you block, you intercept their moves so they don't hurt you. And then you do all the hitting to them. Now, if you're good at that, it's kind of fun, right? Because if you're good at it, they don't hit you and you do all the hitting. Now, that was kind of attractive to me. So that's the goal of karate. Don't get hit and do all the hitting. This requires some special maneuvering, and that's what we're going to talk about today. In the point sparring world, how do we have proper movement and skills to allow us not to get hit and us to do all the hitting? Sound good? Point sparring is karate person versus karate person. We need a karate stance. Take your right leg, step backwards, but we don't want to be too big. The bigger your stance, the harder it is to move around. But we don't want it too small. The smaller your stance, the less power you can generate. So we got it in the middle. So our hands come up. We call this our sparring stance. It's fairly athletic. So we put the weight of our body on the toe side, so our heel is just barely touching. Now we need to negotiate with our opponent. Because if Miller and I are sparring and we hang out like this, I'm like, I'm gonna try to get him. He goes, thanks for coming, boom. And he just hits me. I'm like, whoa, I'm just too close. So we have to be far enough away that I can't just reach out and get him, and he can't just reach out and get me. But we can't be so far away that I'm like, here I come, and he knows it a mile away. So this distance between our bodies, we call that a gap. So here's our challenge today. How do we negotiate through the gap successfully so that we can reach our opponent when they try to get away from us? Because most people are gonna back up. When we go forwards, they're gonna back up. Now watch, here's how we do it. Front leg steps into the gap. Do that with me. Go back. Ready? Front leg moves first. Boom. Back leg touches. Go back. We call this a touch and a go. So I step, touch, and now I go. Front leg goes and gets them. Boom. Go back. 3 parts. Ready? Part number 1. Step, touch, go. Boom. All right, go back. When your feet are together, you can travel a long ways or a short ways. You got choices. So watch, when I go here, I could go short, or I could go a long ways and find somebody. So wherever they go, I'm pretty likely to be able to find them. Let me see your footwork. Ready? Whenever we go through the gap, because if I'm sparring with Miller and I think he's gonna go back, but then he doesn't, he stays there, would you stay there? And I step and I touch and I'm like, whoa! He goes, thanks for coming, boom! And he hits me on my entry. Unless he's concerned about blocking my move. So when I step into the gap and I touch, I go, here comes my move, watch out! And I make him block something. I always enter into the gap with this person needing to block something. I never just walk in with nothing. I always walk in with a delivery. Special delivery, you better block it. So that's our move, you ready? Front hand is gonna chop to our opponent's neck. So let's do it slow. Step, touch, step and chop with the front hand. Go back. Here we go again, ready? Step, touch, step and chop, boom. What if you're sparring with somebody who's been around a little bit? They're experienced, they know what's going on. So I'm sparring with Sensei Jaden, this is not his first day in the office. Please could you scream out? So when I step forwards and touch my feet, he steps backwards a little bit, and then he knows how to block chops to his neck. So I go like this, I go like this, and I go to get him, boom! He's like, not today, buddy. He blocks it, right? But here's the pickle. We put him in a no-win situation. I call it the pickle. If he blocks my move, great, I don't care, I'm gonna get him. If he doesn't block my move, great, I don't care, that one gets him. He's gonna be doomed either way. Watch what happens. I go like this, I go like this, he blocks it. Look what I see, do you see that? This blocking arm went up, and I go boom, right there. If I package my high and my low together as a team, if he blocks my first one, my second one gets him all day, every day, right? I go boom, 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 boom. Money, got him. This is the best combo, high-low, that exists on the planet. If you're good at this, you're gonna be awesome. There are people who only do this. And the problem that you have is, you have to block this, you have to deal with it. And simply because of that, the second one gets you all the time, even if you know it's coming. Let's go slow motion and then we'll pick it up. You ready? Step, touch. Step and chop, then punch with the back hand. Yes, go back. Ready? Set, go. Step, touch. Step, chop, and punch. Good, reset. So now watch my footwork. You ready? Watch how I end. I start with the left leg in front. I end left leg in front. What if my partner is just phenomenal? Would you put your left leg in front? He's like the grand champion of all these tournaments. And I go like this, I step, I touch, he moves back, I touch, and he blocks with a head block, boom! Would you get a big stance for me? Yeah. And then I give him a second punch, and he's so good, he blocks the second punch. And I'm like, amazing, I've never seen somebody so good. Watch this hand. The puncher goes up to the shoulder. Do you see how I grab? My back foot finds his front foot on the back side, and I push on the shoulder and I pull on the leg. And then, whoa, balance challenge. Do you see? Here's our combo. We got more moves now. We have our entry, step, touch, step and chop, punch, grab, sweep the foot. Now, the foot sweep, we need to talk about this for a second. Max, can I borrow you? Would you stand with your feet close together for me? You got your balance? I'm gonna remove this foot, okay? Don't fall over. So I'm gonna remove this one. You can put it down. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Don't fall over, promise? Perfect. Why doesn't he fall over? I'm gonna tell you. He's got weight on 2 feet right now, right? When I remove one foot, it's very easy for him to shift his weight to stand on the other foot. Piece of cake. If you remove this foot, I can move my weight on that one, no problem, easy. How close to the splits can you get? Show me. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little support. You ready? Don't fall over, promise? I'm gonna remove this foot, okay? See the problem? When your feet are super far apart, he cannot move his weight onto the other foot fast enough. Gravity takes over, splat, down he goes. Guaranteed. So what does this mean? This means we like to do foot sweeps on people who got big stances. Do you see that? In the heat of battle, as we go in and somebody backs up, a lot of times, guess what they get? Sometimes they got big stances. And so this 3-move combo that we now develop is kind of a little insurance plan just in case the person's awesome. Stand up, let's practice. All right, here we go, ready? Our hands are up. First move, we step and we touch. We deliver the package. We deliver the punch, they block it, so we grab. Back leg, sweeps, whoop, down they go. Right? All right, go back. Here we go, you ready? Set, go. Left, right, left, right, right, right. Go back. You ready? Here we go again. Step with your left, touch, chop with your left, punch with your right, grab with your right, sweep with your right. In tournaments, sweeps have to be done below their knee. Below the knee, right? If I do a sweep on Lily and I hit her in the leg, they think I'm kicking her at the knees and I'm gonna be disqualified. So I have to do my move below the knee. But it's even better than that. The sweeps work the best the lower the contact is to their foot on the floor. Can I borrow you, Grant? Would you get in the stance, face the mirrors? So if I sweep up by his knee bends and he absorbs the power. But if I sweep his foot right where it's touching the floor, I go, whoop, it moves easily. So the sweet spot for success is lower. That's why they call it a sweep. Like a broom brushing the floor. How would your brooming work if you didn't touch the floor? You'd be there a long time. That pile wouldn't move, right? It's got to brush the floor. Same thing. So I go, sweep the floor. Now, there's no points for foot sweeps. Somebody, well, can I borrow you? Go ahead, have a seat. No points for foot sweeps. And so if I do a good foot sweep, it doesn't give me any credit. You ready? Step, touch, chop, he blocks. Punch, he blocks. I grab, I sweep. Sometimes they don't even fall over. They just wave their arms in the air. Woo! I get a point for my final punch. So my left hand is gonna be my final move in the combo. Step, touch, chop, punch, grab, sweep, and punch them. If they fall down, stick with them, and then punch it right there on the floor. Thanks. Sound good? Most people are not gonna fall down. Most people are gonna fight to the death not to fall down, which means they do this. Wide open. Okay, let's give it a go. Ready? We'll do about 5 and then we'll move on. Starting position. Here we go. Step, touch, chop, punch, grab, sweep, step forward, punch with your left. Let's do it again. Ready? Set, go. Step, touch, chop, punch, grab, sweep.